All right. Very special episode for Sebi and I. This is the Blindfold episode. Every episode has a different unicorn jizz. Every episode has a different title for me. Like Parent, who's a better parent is just Baby. Who could say Blindfold? The longest is Blindfold. 10 Mile Race is Mom. Like though, like when we set up the shows, those were just the names. And then even giving them titles, I look at the titles now and it's like,
well, who can take a dump in their pants or keep a dump in their pants?
Yeah.
I guess we just called it can.
Just call it Spenny's
mouth.
Yeah, that's a joke. See, now you know why we work together. All right, anyways, this is Blindfold, which has a lot of meaning for me because I think during the episode, I kind of knew before, like when I was doing Robot Kazoo and stuff, like there were certain times like in Handcuffed or other shows we were doing that I knew this is like, people are going to love this. This is an amazing show. But there was just something about Blindfold that made me feel like I had unlimited freedom to do whatever the fuck I wanted. And Spenny was such a pathetic loser.
Now, Blindfold was the debut of Silencio, right? Was that the first time?
I think so, yeah.
Like, I think that was Silencio's first time on
Which
camera.
you loved Silencio. And nobody was doing
He's the best.
Mexican wrestler mask. Like nobody even knew what that was. But I lived in Los Angeles in a garage behind Chelsea Handler's ex-boyfriend's house.
Bound and gagged.
And
sex. There's like, what is it, Pulp Fiction?
And I
watched
watched Mexican AAA wrestling, which was insane.
So good.
One of the wrestling episodes I saw was like 10 massive wrestlers against this one midget. And by the end of the match, the midget was on the top of a mountain of like
vertically challenged.
Dead like Mexican wrestlers. It was just unbelievable. I'm not really a wrestling fan, but the Mexican stuff to me was just
But Silencio
gold.
Goes back. Didn't your brother
My brother sent me that wrestling mask, and I don't know why I put it on. But anyways, I was Silencio, and Sebi's a real prank. Like he loves the pranks.
Yeah, I do.
So you know, Silencio for Sebi is probably maybe your favorite character in the entire series.
Hands down, Silencio is my fucking favorite character.
Yeah.
When you're in Silencio mode, it's always great. You can do anything. But the mute fucking magician trickster,
who's also Silencio's
so
also
and funny.
Too really lazy. He's kind of like Goldar. Like he's it's just like he's tired and he's lazy, but he's a psychopath.
A total psychopath.
And then that came from, there's this weird horror movie I had seen before from the 70s where some guy in some weird kind of, flesh mask was doing that, I guess, because his mask couldn't move, so he had to do something. But
it's so weird, so funny.
Yeah.
And just the body language, it's like this bad mime, Mexican mime thing.
Yeah. Well,
great.
I got that jumpsuit in LA at the vintage store, and I lost it. I have no idea what happened to it. Anyways.
Really? It's gone?
Yeah, it's gone.
Oh, shit. Oh, well. At least you have the mask still.
I still have the mask. I still have a lot of props. Anyways, okay, so let's start. Blindfold episode. This is season 1, episode something.
Debut of Silencio, and like I think you were going to say before, is like
it opened up the show for me.
It opened the show.
Yeah.
Like every episode is an experiment, but when you go from day 1 of season 1 to this episode, like this is an evolution.
Yeah.
Where it's like turning into a fucking
the fact that I could do
chaos.
Characters and it actually worked.
Yeah.
And then I was talking to Sebi earlier about this, that I think Spenny thought that being taken advantage of and being abused in the Blindfold episode made him likable and made me unlikable. So being like, he thought, people are going to love me because I'm being abused. I'm a pathetic moralist figure. But the reality was, no, it just made him look like a fucking loser and made me look even cooler. Greatest television show in the history of television.
great intro. Unparalleled.
It's unparalleled. No one's doing intros like this.
Just Weird Al
That was all
Yankovic.
me, basically. Okay, so here's the executive producers page. Noreen Halpern and John Moranis. John Moranis was a friend of ours. He's the guy who actually sold. Is a very close friend. I love him. And there would be no Kenny versus Spenny if it wasn't for Moranis and Abby Feiner. Moranis was our pal who, well, anyways, long story. Anyways, he took the show to the CBC in Canada and basically got us 26 episodes. Like we were just fucked. And we gave it to him. And I was friends with his secretary, and we were in LA, like fucking broke and destitute. And I called his secretary, and I'm like, is he watching it? And she said she's never heard him laugh more in his life. And this was the pilot, you know.
Yeah.
And
who can gain more weight?
Who could gain more weight?
Yeah.
Which I think Spurlock took and stole for Super Size Me, because I was eating McDonald's in it on the couch, eating filet of fishes, which was the most fattening sandwich at McDonald's. Moranis, the man who did this, who sold our show to the CBC and made this show happen. And then Abby Feiner. Abby Feiner with this girl, this Jewish girl from Philly, who saw Pitch somewhere. I'm not sure where she saw it. I honestly, I can't remember where she saw it. Anyways, she's the one who called us, Spenny and I, and said, I loved your movie, come to LA, and eventually got us a deal with Will Smith's company. Will Smith was my first LA boss.
And you were like in a think tank.
The slapper.
You were like in a think tank of writers.
Way to go, bro.
Sorry, guys. But you were hired basically to be part of like a think tank of writers to come up with concepts for shows, right?
No.
Or was it about you guys developing your own shows?
No, it was about us selling our own show.
I remember one of the concepts.
What was it?
It was you guys animated ushers in a movie theater, and you'd wind up in the different movies.
Yeah. That was Megaplex. Yeah, I had most of the
Imagine
ideas.
if that had happened.
I always wanted to
wouldn't
do
be here.
Megaplex. It actually, Kenny vs. Spenny started as guinea pigs, where we were guinea pigs, which actually I still kind of did testes. But it was about us, before Kenny vs. Spenny, it was about us performing medical experiments. So that was the original concept of Kenny versus Spenny. And then it turned into something like the kind of Spy versus Spy, because I was a fan from Mad Magazine. Yeah. And it all came out of Pitch. We did Pitch, and then in Pitch, we kind of turned against each other. And when we were showing the movie all over the world, people laughed when they saw us fighting.
The conflict was great.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so here we are, Blindfold.
And what a strange choice to use these blindfolds, right? Like,
Oh, well, you know what?
3 days.
Yeah, we had a friend who, I think my friend Darren Levant, his cousin was like this, made S&M leather. So that's why we used
is
it.
it like S&M?
Yeah, we used it for, it was from the S&M store.
I mean, I thought we'd use sleep masks or like, but it's bizarre.
Yeah.
Like a
Well,
leather-
I think
leather-
that, S&M subculture. Spenny and his wife are into S&M.
Yeah, she sleeps, he masturbates.
He sleeps. He sleeps and she masturbates.
So I'm going to be outfitted with.
So here's Mr. Prep.
Yeah.
Fucking equipment.
Yeah, because I know what's going to happen. So Abby Feiner gave me that hoodie. I stole it from her. It's like, I still have it, some comfiest hoodie. Anyways, Abby, like more so than Moranis, was a person who brought us to Los Angeles. And basically, we went out and went to go sell the show with her.
You stand on Abby's shoulders in John's.
And,
so this house, I hated this house. This is the
Yeah,
worst
this house was
filming
shitty.
in.
But it's in Murder Town. It's in the shittiest neighborhood in Toronto. So,
Which was very helpful.
but it was a semi-detached, and the Gabers were always complaining about us.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Good, a lot of good
That like
things.
these Filipino Gabers, and they're like, "Can you mind keeping it down?"
And what happened to Ben?
I was like, "Do you mind keeping it down?" You know what I mean. Ben is my old friend. Everybody, I love Ben.
Where's Ben?
Ben's around. I haven't hung out with him.
Actually, Kenny, I have a surprise. Ben's here right
Well,
now.
Ben.
Come on, Ben.
Everyone. Ben's one of my friends. He probably, if he ever hears I said this, he's gonna fucking kill me. But he's one of my friends once you take him out, people are like, don't ever bring him out with us again.
After a few pops.
You can see on the walls already, I have like, if you go back a little bit, there's like a Da Vinci.
Oh yeah.
Michelangelo.
This poster, where'd you get that
I sold
poster?
that. I don't know where I got it. I think it was just something.
You sold it?
I didn't mean anything. I sold it for $10,000 to our biggest fan, this chick in Germany,
Yeah, that's insane.
Deutschland. $10,000.
Did you
She bought it
autograph
for.
it?
I autographed it. I took pictures of me with it.
That's insane.
Okay,
So it begins.
A little surprise for you, Spencer.
he's already screwed.
I have to tell you too, like just the danger factor with Spenny blindfolded, like he
Yeah.
almost
doesn't-
fucking hit
I
me
have brought my friend
like
Ben
badly
here
several
to
times.
live here.
He
for
doesn't
3
see
days.
Spencer. I think I've said before. He doesn't understand production.
Uh,
So he doesn't know you can't like smash a camera or whip microphones on the ground or do anything. He was just totally out of control.
See, when he does this by accident, when you do it, it's intentional.
But you see now looking back, I shouldn't have even used Ben. I should have just pretended I was like a Pakistani kebab salesman. So I don't know, sir. He hired me to do this.
But it's fine. I mean, Ben's here
Yeah.
Ben's here for like 5 minutes and then out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then how the show could have been ruined if he just took off his ball and said, fuck you. Like, he's just so stupid. People think that, there's no way the show is real because how does he not know you're cheating? He knows I'm cheating. He just doesn't know that, I took off my blindfold.
I think in his mind, he thinks if he perseveres to like endure the comp, then he has a
That
chance.
he's a hero.
Then he's a hero.
Yeah,
Him
like, I don't
that-
know where this whole, I just do the competition and I won because I'm,
Why did you tape your wrists again?
I don't know. Maybe, I think I might have mentioned it. So we're talking too much. I think probably
that's the
because
There's some
the noise or getting it stuck on something or,
Okay. Like I know it was absolute science, and
yeah.
here we go.
The birth of Silencio. That's called the Marco sting. That ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, in slow motion. And I didn't understand why you had the strap on your head, but I think I know why.
Oh, it's a blindfold. So I think if he touched my face,
Right, you could.
I could just turn it around and
I love this, man. They're ritualistic. Like,
see. I took karate for like a week, and this is my keita, what I actually learned. And that anger scream is actually like just everything. Like the stress of the show, me going fucking crazy. Like, I'm gonna go do this.
method, man. Real method.
Yeah.
Release. Boring. Like imagine you were doing exactly what he's doing right now, and this is like 3 days.
Yeah.
Like who wants to watch that show?
This is all my stuff too. Like our production company was so shit. Like they were such garbage, and I had to fill the fucking place with my my television, my stereos, all of my stuff.
In their defense,
I had to bring everything
it's Canadian
over.
television too. Like no money.
Yeah.
On the music and the knife.
Oh yeah.
This is
what
best.
Sebi loves.
I love
This is it's not just me doing Silencio. It's me trying to impress Sebastian. That's what all of this is about.
And then
having
me
the
trying
right
not to
crew
do this.
around you. Yeah.
with laughter. Fuck.
We had that table for so long until Jamie broke it in the Gorilla episode, which everyone thinks the show's fake.
We broke it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, I should have just fucking kicked him in the head.
Trying to shoot this and not get fucking mistaken for you or Ben
Yeah.
was so hard because that fucking stick, he's waving it around like
No,
a
I'm
maniac.
screwed.
Like there's a moment.
Oh, I almost got caught. I was scared shitless there, by the way. See, that's
Oh.
me going, oh, look, I didn't get caught. Yay. Kia.
But it was so fun.
Oh, my God.
Like the excitement.
It's so simple and stupid. Like,
Oh yeah, right here. I think this is me. He's fucking almost hitting me, and
Yeah.
I'm trying to get the
you
shot.
got hurt a lot. I think you got hurt more than anyone else on the crew. What was the one where he's hanging from his underwear? And that,
Don't shoot my ass.
yeah, and then
And he
that,
tries to stop me with his leg, and the fucking his weight in the bar.
yeah, some bar hit Sebi in the head. I thought he was dead. I'm really surprised because we had no help from anybody. We were on our own totally. That there wasn't like that. We didn't kill anybody, kill a crew member, or kill an old lady, or just
It's amazing.
something. It really is amazing that.
Yeah.
Well, Spenny got his hand cut open and
Oh,
stuff.
really?
Yeah.
I can't even take
Fires.
off my blindfold to see if you have your
You're having like a
blindfold
heart to heart. Like, hey man, this is hard.
Well, I'm really just amazed that it's working and he's doing this, but there you are on the stairs.
It's like you're a missed out fire moment.
Paying him well.
Who was shooting? Who was it
Remecki.
Remecki?
Chris Remecki.
Remecki, who I love. Who shot pitch.
So it's such a decent guy, amazing eye.
Yeah.
And after season 1,
He was.
on.
These things on for 3 days.
He is probably one of the best DOPs in Canada, Remecki.
Hands down.
And so doing this, he did pitch and he did the Kenny versus Spenny pilot, but he was so much better. He was so much better than this.
Just can't,
Yeah.
mini DV cameras.
But I just saw him. See, look at this. This is so smart.
Where your fucking hand is, retard.
See, that's
I
brilliant.
can't see your hand is.
Yeah, where am I supposed to know where your hand is?
Where's yours?
Yeah, and that's good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's your mask? I love this. You're just gonna do it rough. Oh my God! Look at this
See,
maniac.
he's so simple. It's like, well, I'm going to be blind. I need a blind person stick.
Yeah, and I'm gonna wave it around, even though there's like 2 cameras, 2 sound ops,
Yeah.
PAs.
Can you not get into this?
Oh, here comes the bat.
Yeah.
Look at that gorgeous piece of meat.
Trying to
Yeah, I
get
thought
into it,
Michelangelo
Spencer.
stopped carving.
It's difficult.
Spencer.
So sad.
We have to blur that for YouTube because that'll get us kicked
I
off
didn't
of
even see the
YouTube.
crack though.
I think nowadays
You can't even show
YouTube is fucking ruined. Oh, that's so good.
It's great. Just fucking nailing it.
If you hit my ear, you're taking off the blindfold and I'm gonna kill you.
See
Yeah.
the violence.
This is what Sebi loves. This is what me and Sebi love. It's just the simplicity of breaking an egg. Oh, it's such gold that you can do something so simple.
So simple.
And it
I wet my pants. More hilarity here on the Kenny versus
He just gets
Spenny.
progressively more and more messy.
yeah.
Stop.
Look what's he doing.
So I'd like to thank Benjamin for the crotch omelets. Thank you.
The crotch omelet.
What was that? What do you do?
See, it's really smart that
There was
I.
a broken egg on my crotch.
Anyways, I'm gonna go
Well, I love
up.
that he's like, you guys have these like very calm, sort of like
Yeah,
brotherly
I had to
conversations.
pretend that I had the blindfold on.
Then I'm
But the fact that he's still so level with you instead of like, get that fucking guy
Yeah.
away from me.
Look, the reality,
Yeah, because
the reality is,
he knows he needs to be abused.
because I have to go the distance now, no matter what,
Let's go the distance.
or I run the risk of losing.
All you have to do is take them off and the pain will stop, Spencer.
Like it matters that much to him?
If you
Yeah.
take your blindfolds off right now, you'll win.
Isn't the definition of insanity like somebody who
Torture will
keeps
be
making
over.
the same mistake and thinking they're gonna get
Let's
different
see.
result
Oh,
each
so
time?
smart. So
You want
smart.
anything?
Yeah, don't come back.
That's quite the zinger. Don't come
I
back.
may be back, I may not. But you may not know when I'm here or when I'm a shadow. When I'm a ghost
So
or
you
when
kind of
you're alone.
Revealing
You
too
may
much
never
here.
know again. You may never know.
You're almost giving away the ruse.
Yeah.
I may be here, I may not
See,
be.
Ben's not even there. Up, back to Silencio.
Because I remember you trying to sneak around and like us making noise to like distract him. Oh, here we go. I love this reveal.
You can see the number on it. I'm surprised nobody.
Stole his credit
Yeah,
card.
he's so broke too. That's like it's not even a credit card. It's like a Canadian Interact like check to cash card. Like he's so fucking broke.
Yeah, you had to like put the money in to like get any credit.
God, that guy in money is the fucking worst.
Well, why is he his helmet down like that?
I don't think he realizes that. I think
Maybe to protect his face. I'm surprised he didn't have one of those cage masks.
This is good versus
he always shakes his leg, and he like our whole life. I'd just be sitting and he'd be shaking his leg, and like my whole house would shake from that stupid little thing.
I think he had his helmet on like that because he was worried his mask was going to get ripped off. So it was a way to like secure it to
Oh,
his
yeah,
head,
maybe.
the strap.
There's video games, Xbox. It is Xbox, regular Xbox.
310,
310.
It's funny that's what you decided to buy. Didn't we buy lunch with it and stuff?
What's that?
You maxed out his card, right?
Yeah,
Like till the
Spencer and Rice.
there's a Visa advertisement. Like how come that wasn't?
You, Spenny.
Back to Silencio. Oh, this was good.
It was calm earlier, but now I'm very...
You know, we had nothing. We had no money, no props, anything. That was a marker from the production office, and I had a stick and a marker, and we still made it work. That's actually the genius of the show, and that we're here 20 years later,
What is this?
just doing this. You know, some guy in a fucking wrestling mask with a marker.
As low
And-
budget as it was, there was something I think you kind of embraced about that. Like you were always going for the duct tape and like the simple shit. Like I remember you nixing some stuff because it was too fancy. It was
Well, we
printed.
couldn't afford anything. But now it starts getting good.
Oh yeah.
The crew was always complaining about like how dangerous it was, the sound guys and stuff.
Yeah, very dangerous. Well, yeah, I think this guy's fucking waving a stick around like a
Oh, no.
lunatic.
Ow, that's me. I fucked up.
Yeah.
I tripped.
But look, he's like like basically. I remember the crew. That's.
Oh my god.
I kind of wish there's a wider shot just to show the crew trying to get the
On his
fuck out of the
back.
way.
It's
Silencio.
that might be the first. I see. That's not me saying I'm Silencio. That's just me saying
Saying be quiet.
Silencio, and then that created the
created
character
name.
Silencio. And then this is the greatest thing, the greatest moment in the history of Kenny versus Spenny
Oh,
is.
here we go.
Oh, not this.
Great broken glass. Like he has no idea there's other people around.
This is what you love.
I love
yeah.
it, man. The fact he has no clue. You're like squaring off, fucking fighter mode.
Somebody help me.
Just the fucking waving it around, man. It's so great. Oh, so great.
It was this just solidified the character of Kenny versus Spenny. And anchovy paste. Like, who was taking anchovy paste? These are joke store shit.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Oh, he hated anchovies. He fucking hates anchovies.
Yeah. Oh, like most people.
I love it.
Look at this guy. I don't mind it either.
That's not what your wife says.
Boing.
My blindfold's obviously still on. I didn't have the greatest night's sleep.
I don't know. I'm probably going to be tortured all day today again.
He's just such.
What a loser.
What a loser. Poor guy.
Thinking a
It's
lot
like his
about
fucking.
You know, instead of being like, he can do whatever he wants to me, I'm not going to fucking fail. I want everyone to know that I'm better than, like, he did nothing that really helped story-wise.
No, it's just confession cam.
It's just, yeah, it's confession and I'm
just
I'm
gonna
going to be
keep
abused today.
Here we go.
Yeah. Oh.
Idiot. Look at this.
So simple, camp. It's just,
It's funny though. Like I wonder if we'd done this comp in like let's say season 4.
yeah.
I feel like it would have been even worse. Don't you think? Don't you think it would have been? We would have done worse shit too.
I think I horked in that. I horked in his
the
scope,
scope.
like
Yeah, you
years, but like
backwashed it.
months before. All of his stuff had basically hork and shit in
But
it.
don't you think if we had done this in like season 4 or something, like it might have gotten even more dangerous for him?
Yeah.
I don't know if.
Well, I think you know, this was the start of him just kind of giving up and having to deal with everything. You know, like he had season 1 for Spencer was, you know, he had hope. You know, he thought he was going to teach the audience
The moral
something.
crusader,
There
yeah.
was, you know, he thought he was better than me, and everybody knew he was going to be better than me. And I think I've said it before, but this is his perfect show where he could just show how cruel and disgusting I was to abuse like a handicapped person. To him, being blind is like being handicapped, and I'm abusing him, and he never understood. He never got it.
inches from my face, inches from the camera, just waving that stick around.
So this is just
So many things.
oh, mustard.
Oh my
He
god.
hates mustard. It's
Hey, it's seen on TV.
yeah.
On one level, it's
Yeah, it
scary
got
and
messier,
walking around
messier.
and very apprehensive to do anything.
And I get tired of listening to him too. Those are Ricky Martin stickers, I think. It's like he hated Ricky Martin. Like anything that he hated, I got. Oh, that was a mouse.
Like glue trap. Yeah,
Glue
yeah.
trap.
Here we go. Good lord. Like dolls and stuff. In this neighborhood, though, like you would see people like this.
That's
This is
Young,
Youngster,
Young
right?
Street. This was the longest street in the world until like recently.
Till Dubai.
There's Brendan. Why is Brendan with the Spenny? Oh yeah.
Yeah, where's Brendan?
Oh, I guess we need 2 cameras. Okay, what's happening now? See,
Oh yeah, right. The
Yeah.
furniture. The Helen Keller.
yeah.
Right? What was that joke?
How did Helen Keller's parents punish her? Rearrange the furniture?
I've invited Ben back to the house. I know. Because when Spenny takes off his blindfold, I want him to believe Ben was doing that.
See, it's so simple, like, you know?
When Spenny's making his lunch.
Oh yeah, right. You left the spare around.
Yeah. I bought a spare.
Great. I mean, how many days can we do this? It's like
Well, I think, you know, historically we would shoot anywhere for up to a week, and most of the episodes ended after 3 to 5 days.
yeah. But I think at this point you were just kind of sick of it.
Yeah.
Fucking done it.
I think Baby we shot like really fast, in like 3 days or something, 2 days.
Oh yeah, baby. How long did it take for him to find that? Like so long, right?
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
he sitting there
Yeah, and
for
I
like?
kept moving it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like he sat there for so long.
He's such an idiot. He can't even find the fucking thing.
Idiot left his blindfold here.
Idiot, haha. He thinks I'm an idiot. It's so smart. You know, I love the competitions that I lose and he does humiliations for. That, to me, that's the trifecta. That's the ultimate win for me is losing and he gets humiliated.
He's so great.
And he would get so mad in the edit suites.
Hello, Kenny.
Like he's so.
They'd be like, it's okay, man, it's a funny show, just...
He's all fucking proud. He's like, guess what I found?
You won, Kenny. No.
Listen to Ben. You won, Kenny.
He's got his blindfold off.
Ben got me a 3rd blindfold, Spenny.
Is your Oscar-nominated performance?
I smell an Emmy.
Oh, so great.
1 second.
Look at this. This. I should win a fucking Emmy for this shit.
Yeah, Golden Globe.
People don't remember. People don't remember how revolutionary this type of show was. And I'll say it to you guys because you're all Kenny versus Spenny fans, but this was, everybody was just doing vignettes. Tom Green, Jackass.
No narrative.
This was a story, had a beginning, middle, and an end. And of course, you know, I stole the ending from Tom Green, who was doing the little vignettes.
Humiliation.
Humiliations, but it worked organically in the show. And this was okay.
It was okay. I mean, the funny thing is you probably didn't need any of this because you have
My
a
breath is
legendary-
worse than. But look, cock. Like there's a bottle called Cock pickle juice. I actually drink pickle juice.
Your breath probably smelled better after doing this.
Yeah, it killed.
Like you should have done this hours before.
Do you remember when I did the mushed mashed potatoes on my tongue and everybody was like, that's not going to work. That's not going to make a difference. Yeah, and I was like, just shut up. We're shooting. It's going to be the best humiliation ever. And
What
I
was
was
mashed-
right
what
when I
was
scraped my tongue and I
Was
put
it
it on
mashed
his
potatoes,
tongue.
though?
No, I'm just saying it had like tongue mush.
Yeah, it looked like mashed potatoes.
Looked like
but
mashed
that was your
potatoes.
fucking like dead skin.
No, that was just.
I know it seemed lame, but it was the best.
Yeah, that was
one of the best.
Yeah. And then we go and do live shows, and Spenny was like, during live shows, I was doing my tongue mush and
would he
putting
do
it
that?
on his tongue in live shows because he is in love with me. He wants to be punished by me. It is his fetish to be abused by me. And that's what the incredible part about Kenny versus Spenny is.
Back to the well.
I had an idiot friend who actually had a fetish to be totally abused by me. And that's what the show is.
There's only one spin.
He's probably in love with me. Like, he honestly probably was totally in love with me.
It was like a love-hate. Professional jealousy,
Yeah, professional jealousy for sure.
but then also like, You know, sometimes we're attracted to what we don't have in ourselves.
Well, I think it was difficult for him because he's an only child and I'm a middle child. So, you know, his parents had him and they're like, fuck, that's it. Like neither of his parents wanted him. His
What's
mother
his name?
abandoned him and ran off to LA with some like, you know, shitty, you know, bit
Guy
actor
invented
from
acid.
Dallas.
Oh, yeah.
And his dad, who I loved, was still like a raging alcoholic. So Spenny was
Vincent.
fucking
He was fucked.
fucked.
Damaged goods.
Spenny was damaged.
Oh, yeah.
And so for me to be so much younger than him, 4 or 5 years younger than him, and to kind of be in control and more professional just made him fucking crazy. So he was always striving to be, he was competitive and he was always striving to be better than me. I'm not a competitive person. I don't really compete against anybody. For me to compete in Kenny versus Spenny, like that was, you know, that was the show, but I'm not really competitive. You know what I mean? Like I'm focused, I'm like a fucking laser. And if, you know, I'm getting paid to say, you know, if I can stand up longer than you, you are not going to have a better competitor than me. Like I can commit, I can focus and do that shit. But historically, I never played sports. I didn't really like competing.
No. But not one to lose, say, like back down, to lose like an argument, not one to take rejection.
Yeah.
Like you're the guy who goes to the door and they say you can't come in and you
Yeah.
find a way to get in.
Yeah,
like you persevere to get what you want, which is competitive. Maybe not in a sports way, but socially, you've always been that way.
Yeah. I will get into any place I want, meet anybody I want, kind of do anything I want, and I hate standing in lines. Like if I go to an airport and there's this massive fucking lineup, like I'm the first one on the plane.
Jedi mind
Even
trick.
if I have to
Jedi mind trick.
Yeah, even if I have to pretend I'm like a you know palsy Vietnam vet or my mom just died, you know. I will easily, gladly do it. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
But
man.
anyways, I was blindfolded. It's hard on some of these shows to talk and even say stories and you know, that house. We ended up leaving that house and getting kicked out of that house. It was just too small.
Yeah.
And that was
Yeah,
a situation where in Blindfold, the house was actually too small to shoot in.
Totally.
So you know, if we were in the season 2 house,
Yeah.
on Sherburne, there would have been so much more to do, but there was so little to do because we were in such a small space.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that 188 Sherburne.
Like I would have, you know, on Sherburne, I would have gotten fucking pit bulls and rubbed bacon all over his ass and just
that would
said,
have been next level.
Yeah, it would have been next level.
But still, an important pillar that of you know the Kenny versus Spenny canon of work, right? Like
Blindfold is up there. You know,
it's
arguable.
like the evolution of man.
It's
and it's
arguable.
Like Blindfold's one of those like half monkey, half human.
Yeah, it's
episodes.
top 10, but I think Blindfold, it's arguable that it could even be considered, I can't say top 3.
It's in my top 10 for sure.
Oh, top 10, yeah, top 10 for sure.
Top 10.
What's your top 3?
Fart, octopus, and
Imitate?
imitate. Fuck man.
Naked
see?
meat.
Naked meat.
Beer.
Beer. Yeah. Beer.
Blindfold, handcuffed, Wolfish was great.
Fuck, handcuffed.
Yeah, well, we're going to trying to do commentaries that haven't been done before, but then I thought maybe we should do, I don't know if anyone's ever done this, we should do commentary on the commentary. So maybe after we'll take the commentary shows. I don't know if anyone's ever done commentary on the commentary. Then we got to listen to the commentary and do commentary on the commentary
hilarious.
episodes.
That's so funny.
Okay, so let's move on. Thank you for watching. Love you. Death to the weak.